Many places of worship are moving services online. We're going to hear from Pastor Miles McPherson from the Rock′s about that and how they're helping people during the coronavirus pandemic. Stay with us.
To let you know, and of course you know this by now, that churches across the country are now streaming their services online, and that's a huge change for many churches and of course the churchgoers. We had an opportunity to talk to Pastor Miles McPherson from the Rock′ about what are the plans to open up the doors of the church again anytime soon.
I think it's going to be a combination of, well, what's going on in culture, what's going on in the community versus what they allow. Of course, we want to be back, but we want to be back when it's safe, and I'm sure those two things will coincide. I know there was talk about, opening for Easter. I don't know how that happens in people's minds anyway. And so we'll assess it as it goes. As everybody knows, this is a fluid situation. I mean, it changes day by day, and when they say we're changing the gathering size by midnight, then everything changes that day. And so we'll just wait and see what happens.
Forgotten you. We're going to be here for you. So let's get your Bibles out.
So the Rock′ is now online, streaming their services every Sunday, but still working to help others in the community. Pastor Miles McPherson says the church's medical ministry is helping to sew medical masks for doctors and nurses. And he says more people can help by going to the church's website and signing up. I asked Pastor Miles about dealing with the anxiety and trying to make sense of this all. He says as individuals, we need to be asking God what he's trying to teach us in this. And he also says they are organizing a prayer campaign with other churches where people can sign up to pray for 15 minutes a day in order to keep the prayers going 24 hours a day.
Prayer is one of the best gifts God has given us, not only to connect with him, but to do therapy. We always crowd to God when things aren't going right, but a lot of times we just complain and we're not really listening. And so we want to sign people up to pray 24 hours a day for our city, for our families, for our country. But I think people need to ask God, what do you want me to learn? Because the problem is global. It's way bigger than any of us can understand or comprehend or fix. But what we can do is take care of ourselves. And so how can I help my family? How can I help my church? How can I help San Diego? That's what I'm asking.
So if you want more information about the medical ministry so you can get involved in helping to sew some of those masks, or you want more information about the 24-hour prayer campaign, go to sdrock.com. All right, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, a great inspirational message, and it's great that we can still hear that message online. Everything's being done online. We've all had to adapt here.
Yeah, you're not kidding. And I also do think that a lot of people are using this opportunity to sort of grow in their faith, or maybe people who haven't had an opportunity to attend a church say, I have a lot of questions about what's going on right now. I think I'm going to tune into one of these online streaming sermons and hear what the pastor has to say. And of course, the Rock's a good opportunity to hear from Miles.
Sure, there's a great COVID-19 prayer that's going out around the internet right now, and I actually posted on my social media if you're interested in taking a look at that as well. So thanks for that, Heather. Appreciate that report.